20 degrees this morning. It's negative 6.6 centigrade. So that's chilly. Last night after the stream we had pizza for dinner. I had a couple people stop by the stream. It was really nice, including Darren from college, who used to game with us. We had pizza for supper. Then I watched a couple episodes of All in the Family. Then I read. I finished up the Carnacki book. I started House of the Worm again because I'm running a Dreamlands campaign and I wanted to get a feel. Got to bed around 10, a little after. Had trouble sleeping, but slept pretty hard. Up a couple times in the night. 3 and 6, I think. No, midnight. I woke up right at midnight. It was weird. And then up at 7:10. Here we are. It's very cold. My hand already hurts. But I want to talk about these dreams. Hold on, I'm going to put a glove on. All right, it works. So I had like 4 distinct separate dreams. The first one, Chaosium had moved to South America, to Chile somewhere on the coast. And first I saw where they had moved to, like a map. They were building up next to a mountain. And then I was there. They were not finished setting up with, part of their offices was a giant pool. I mean, like giant, when I say giant, it was like Olympic size, but it was also like 100 feet deep. And there was no water in it yet. It was kind of a depths thing. So we're all there. The whole room's tiled, lots of giant windows looking out to the ocean and to the land. And then the people were all gone, and I'm creeping, like I'm crawling towards the edge of the pool because it's so deep that I was nervous about falling in. And then at some juncture, land sharks showed up, and there were these big sharks with 4 legs that walked around like dogs. And there was 4 or 5 of them in there, and I was real nervous about it because, you know, wild animals and sharks, but they seemed pretty gentle and benign. So the sharks had finally evolved, I guess. Then it jumped to John Candy in scuba gear underwater, and I think he was the character from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And there was somebody in the water with him who was invisible most of the time, who would pop up and then disappear as John Candy would look. It was a bit. And I'm not sure how that connected to anything. So then I'm back at the offices of Chaosium in South America. I think it was the same room, but there was no pool. It was just tiled. It was a classroom. We were all in there. Mr. Fields, my 8th grade social studies teacher, stands at the front of the class. I was scared to death of him as a kid because he had a temper. Everybody's talking for the most part, and I'm trying to pay attention. And he raises his hand like, you know, sometimes teachers will do to get your attention. And he's waiting, and then he's like, we're going to make characters. Everybody's making characters. And so I'm just waiting for him to hand out the character sheets for Call of Cthulhu, because that's why we were there. Make a bunch of characters for the game. I don't remember if he ever handed them out. And then there was a last dream that seems unconnected. I was in somebody's kitchen with my friend Brad Dent and Dave Nesbitt from college. Brad and I are sitting next to each other. Dave's around the corner of the table. And Brad keeps like taking Dave's drinks. He grabbed his wine cooler and he pours half of it in his own bottle. And Dave was all like, picks it up and looks at Brad like, what the hell? And I think Brad said, we don't want you to get drunk. So Dave goes to the refrigerator and he grabs, hey, come on, this way. He grabs out a little plate of like cheese, like mostly empty plate, but there was still plenty of cheese on it. And I took a piece of cheese off his plate. And that's all I remember. That's everything. Afternoon walk, 42 degrees, which is about 5.5 centigrade. It feels cooler. So I didn't really do much today. I was going to take a day and rest and relax, and, well, kinda. I ended up reading through the role-playing journals for the game tonight. I read all the way back to like September or August, pretty far back, maybe further. And that took most of the day. Had stew for lunch. Got some bread set up to bake because I forgot this morning. So we're gonna have that in a little bit. Whew. And then finish reading House of the Worm. We're going for a slightly earlier walk. Probably kind of short. And then when I get back home, I gotta put this video up. Put ads up for Patreon for today. Bella, come on this way. Eat some dinner. Get my little cooler set up. Get some snacks. And get ready for the game. Whew. This is wearing me out.